Hello YouTube, this is part 3. We're over the Eastern Hills area in East Dayton. I'm at the corner of Huffman and Smithville right here. This side of Eastern Hills is very close to the city of Riverside before you're actually into Riverside. Right here, it's still fairly nice. Out here, there is a couple boarded up houses right here, unfortunately. Two out here. Couple nice little houses right there. How you doing here?
Home shopping?
Nah, just filming for my YouTube channel is all.
I hear
You live in the area?
No.
Speaking with a private citizen there. Yeah, this house at 1629 Huffman, it is unfortunately vacant right there. I don't know the overall condition of it, but somebody throwed out a mattress right there in front of that one, 1633, that they're looking to get rid of. Unfortunately, 1634. Right there, so some of this is still fairly nice. Some of this is, you know, so throughout here. Pretty nice neighborhood for the most part. It's not falling into the decay that other neighborhoods have right here. You guys know how long that house has been vacant for right there? That one down the street? That one right there that's... You know how long that's been vacant? What? Oh, 2 months. Yeah, it looks like it's been vacant for a while. I don't know if it's one that can be saved or not, but it's a shame, but... Oh, I'm sure, yeah. And this one right here looks like it's vacant too. Is this one? This one right here don't look like anybody's living in this one either.
Just one old man.
Yeah. I don't know. This one looks like it, I don't know if it is or not, but... Just speaking with a couple neighborhood residents right here in the area. Don't know this cross street right here, but I'll name it here in a second. Yeah, some of these are still in pretty good shape right here. One down here for rent. This is along the bus line, so anybody that has a rental here, it's easy access for the rental, but it is boarded up, so I do not know the overall shape of it or the damage, but good luck trying to rent this house with these windows being boarded up at 1728 Huffman Avenue right here. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, these houses for the most part are still in pretty good shape. It's just you do have a few that are, you know, falling into decay, but it still is not bad right here. Squirrel out right there. Just kind of scurrying around the good old eastern gray squirrel that is native to the Midwest and the eastern part of the U.S. right here. This right here is a nice little rental. It seems 1760 and 1722 Huffman Avenue. Looks in good shape. Here's a couple apartment buildings right here that are for rent. Looks like these are possibly up to 3 units right there. Somebody trying to sell this one at 1764. I'm going to turn off of Huffman and go down Kester a little bit, explore down this way right here. Yeah, Eastern Hills, it goes about 4 blocks west of Smithville to about 3 blocks or so on the other side of Smithville to Kroger's, to where Kroger's is at. Right here, we're approaching Suman Avenue, so I'm gonna walk down this a little bit, and then I'm gonna zigzag down a few more streets, and then that's gonna be pretty much it for this. But I'm gonna cover a good amount of this area too. Yeah, this is Suman Avenue right here. These are smaller houses right here, probably an average of 2 to 3 bedrooms. I would say on average in this neighborhood, the average home price is probably, I'm going to venture to say, 30 to 80,000 at the very most. I don't think you could really get any more than that, unfortunately, in Dayton. Even in a nice neighborhood, unless it's in a really nice neighborhood like the Oregon District, you're just not going to be able to, command a whole lot as far as the overall price tag of the houses in general. But these are some smaller houses, but they're quaint, nice, cozy little houses right here. You do have a few rentals in this neighborhood, so you got a few rentals here. Nothing wrong with that as long as they take care of it. But if I had to venture to say, I'm going to say 75% of this is homeowners in this neighborhood. If I had to venture to say, for sale, right there, 1722 Suman, right there. Ron Paul, so somebody that supported Ron Paul a couple years ago, obviously a very conservative person, Ron Paul being a libertarian. Right there. Yeah, 1705 right there. Yeah, so some of these blocks are still in pretty good shape at the corner of Suman and Mertland. And Mertland right here. Nice house here at 1669 Suman Avenue right here. This house right here, I cannot tell if anybody, yeah, somebody lives in this because the yard is too well nicely landscaped. This may have been where there could have been an empty house that was tore down in the neighborhood right here. I'm not positive on that, but the lot indicates that there was a house that used to be there. Yeah, and I said this in one of the other videos that this would not have been one of the areas that would have been affected by the Dayton flood of 1913. For those of you that want to know about the Dayton flood, Google 1913 flood in Dayton and Ohio, and also look up the Middletown and Piqua area. I got some videos up in Piqua a couple months ago too. That was an area that was ravaged by the flood as well. But yeah, this area would not have been affected by the flood because there's no river near here. The nearest river to this is about 2 miles north of here, the Mad River, but this is up on a hill. This is up on a hilltop. This neighborhood's one of the highest points in the city as far as the neighborhood goes. So this would not, this would have been too high up for flood damage up here. And I'm not sure the year that these houses were built. This was probably a later neighborhood right here for the most part in general. But back approaching Smithville Road right here. I'm gonna zigzag down a couple more streets and then I'm gonna get ready to end this. This is part 3 of this, so I'm gonna see if I can wrap this neighborhood up on this video series. This is Smithville Road right here in the Eastern Hills neighborhood. It's, like I said, it's a nice neighborhood. Hey, for sale by owner if it's 708. So if this house is not in bad shape, it'd be a nice house for somebody. You got a busy street right here. Yeah, Smithville Road is one of the busiest streets that's in East Dayton. It's kind of on the edge of East Dayton. It's kind of on the edge of East Dayton. So further south they're repaving it down the street. I don't know if they're gonna redo this side or not, if they're gonna work their way over this way, but it was in pretty rough shape beforehand. But we're turning on to Gummer Avenue right there. Yeah, this street right here still looks pretty good. Rental property right here, but still looks somewhat decent right here. For rent on the other side, 1616 Gummer Avenue right there. Yeah, there's not too many neighborhoods that are on the east side of town that I have not yet covered. I pretty much got, still gonna probably do a little bit of Mount Crest yet. A little bit of Mount Crest area yet, but for the most part I've got quite a bit of the east side of town covered on my YouTube channel right there. Some nice houses right there, 1639. Cannot tell if anybody lives in that one or not. I don't think so, but you never know. 1640. Some Nice houses still. Another for sale by owner a couple houses down right here. Looks like 1655 Gummer Avenue, and that's a nice house for somebody. Yeah, so anybody wants to buy a house here, well, there you go. There's the house and then the property. Probably get it for probably 40 or so. 1659. That's fairly nice right there. Hey, how you doing here? Yeah, this house looks like the aluminum siding was stripped off it right there. Can't totally tell, but that house looks like somebody. I cannot totally tell, but it looks like it may have been stripped. Looks like it may have been stripped right there. Mertland Avenue. I'm gonna walk down this way a little bit more. If I do a fourth video on this, I really don't care. I got the footage. I got the footage to do it, so. So yeah, this is still a beautiful neighborhood. I'm glad I can showcase one of the more beautiful neighborhoods in Dayton. And this, you get over on this part of the Eastern Hills, you have a little bit more of a safety. Somebody obviously Halloween minded as we get closer to Halloween. Right there, 1727. Yeah, this part of Eastern Hills has a little bit more of a safety buffer than the stuff on the other side of Smithville, because you start getting on the other side of Smithville, you go further down, you start to get into some really bad areas of the east side of town, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes, unfortunately, over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to end this one down the street here and start a new one, because I'm not gonna get to finish up. I'm not gonna get to cover this all in the 3 20-minute videos. Guard dogs right there, so don't want to bother them too much. Looks like that house is not being lived in, unfortunately. Kester Avenue right there. Hey, I'm gonna turn down Kester, see what else I can work in that general time frame before I decide if I'm gonna make a fourth edition of this or not, but it's pretty much the same thing down the street here, so see what I can still work in here. Yeah, back on to Gondard here on this street still in the Eastern Hills neighborhood right here. That last street right there is where the Kroger's is, so either way I think I may just call it off on this one. Yep, back on to Gondard right here, so some of this is, this is still in pretty is in pretty nice shape yet. But I hope they can keep the crime and the other things at bay, but even parts of Riverside too are not really the best areas either. Are not really the best areas either of town, so it's a challenge. $17.39, $17.35. House for sale down here on Gondert. On Gondert right here. $17.31. $17.27. That doesn't look like a bad house. Iron Gate Realtors. Right there, called Jim Coyle right there. Doesn't look in bad shape. Nice house. And if I had to venture to say, I would probably consider owning a house in this area or Belmont than in other parts of East Dayton for obvious reasons. And this side, you have a little bit more of a safety buffer over here than you do down the street, unfortunately, on the other side. But yeah, getting ready to approach Smithville Road once again, so I'm gonna see if I can make it back down there to end the video down there. If not, I'm not gonna start a new one on the other side because I've already pretty well covered this. So yeah, this house is unfortunately condemned 1662 Gondert right there. You see the yellow tag from the city. I'm not gonna really get up close to that, but black kitty cat right there. He's just kind of hanging out, prowling the neighborhood. But anyway, YouTube, that's gonna be it for this one.